Hey guys, I'm going to teach you how to use Delta Math to create the graphs. Now some of you probably could do this just fine without me, but I thought I'd give it a shot and show you how to do it. Also nice little review. So I'm going to have you do some Delta Math to see how you did with graphing. And the first thing that you have to do, I picked the one from the hardest so I can show you almost everything. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to give a y-axis value for the graph and an x-axis. So this one you have to determine so that you can fit the whole graph, the max and the min, on the graph. What do you want your interval to be? Okay, you can set it for whatever you want, but for this one the max is 10 and the min is -30. So you actually have to fit -30 on the graph somehow. So you have to figure out a way to do that. I'm going to do one way. If you figure out another way, it's fine. So I think I'm going to pick my interval as 5, 5, 10, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that should fit on the graph. My x-axis is my interval. That's in Dapper, it's the I in Dapper. So in this particular case, my period is 6. So my interval is 6/4. Or 3/2. So I'm going to put 3/2. I should have checked this to see if I got this right first, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to say I'm done. Now, sometimes, and the other problems, you're going to need pi, so it's just giving you options instead of giving you the whole calculator. It knows that sometimes you're going to need pi. But remember, if pi is in B, it's not going to be in your interval or your period. If pi isn't in B, so if this was just 3 or something, then this would have a pi in it. It's just the way it works. Okay, so this is it. So now I need 5 points. So you must answer all questions in order to submit. So that means that I have to put all five points on here and then drag this interval to the right spot. Basically to my first dot. So since this is negative cosine, it starts at the min, and I decided my min was at -30. Now I can't draw my midline here, so you have to know that your midline was at -10, remember right there. So my next point, I'm just going to put it here for ease of use, but you can pick the very next point if you want. That's the midline. And then my max was 10. Remember, it was D plus 20. So -10 plus 20 is 10, so that's going to be here. And I'm just making sure that I'm spacing this out. There's 2, 2, 2. Midline, min. So that's one cosine graph. Last thing you have to do is drag this to your first dot off the y-axis. So this is my first dot off the y-axis. It then gives me the option to submit. Say yes. Oh, I got it right. I'm so excited. So you can see all the, this is how you do it. This is how I do it. Amplitude, your frequency, we call it B. Midline, 2 pi over the frequency is here. That's how we figured out the 6. And the max, the min. It doesn't show the interval, but it's the period divided by 4. And that's how we figure out where it goes on the x-axis. How awesome is that? Alrighty. So see how they spread it out? They made their interval 10. Doesn't matter either way, as long as you have your 5 points and it works, and you're all set. All right, I hope that helps you do your assignment. We'll see how it goes. Bye.